I will proceed with a single exact approach. I count precisely and deliver the complete scene without placeholders. Title: Teacher accuses young boy of lying about father's career. You won't believe who walks in next. In T, elementary school, 3rd grade classroom, day. Bright posters, alphabet border, a clock ticking. Mrs. Carter, 40s, brisk, exacting, stands by a small whiteboard. Children sit at desks, crayons scattered. Leo, 8, earnest, freckled, fidgets with a folded paper airplane. Mrs. Carter, holding up her hand, "All right, everyone. Today we're sharing what our parents do for work. Leo, you said your dad's an astronaut. Is that right?" "Yes, ma'am. He flies in rockets and works with astronauts and he takes me to the launch sometimes." A few kids murmur. Sara, 8, skeptical, giggles. "Sara, you're lying. Nobody's an astronaut. That's on TV." Mrs. Carter, frowning. "Leo, are you sure? That's a big claim. I need facts, not stories." Leo, voice small. "It's true. He showed me his jacket and let me press buttons in the simulator last summer." Mrs. Carter, cutting him off. "I need the truth. We don't tell tales in class. If you're making this up to get attention, we need to address that behavior." Leo's bottom lip trembles. A low, uncomfortable silence spreads through the room. The clock ticks louder. Mrs. Carter continued. To the class, "Honesty matters. If someone is pretending their parent has an extraordinary job, it skews everyone's expectations. Right, class?" The kids echo, "Right." Leo, whispering, "My dad promised he'd come if he could. He said he might be late because of work." Behind the classroom door, a distant rumble of heavy boots. The hallway light floods the doorway. Principal Hawkins, 50s, cunningly, appears in the threshold, followed by a tall man in a worn flight jacket patched with mission insignia. He carries a small, scraped yellow toolbox and a paper cup of coffee. The class swivels, astonished. Mrs. Carter, startled. "Principal Hawkins? What's—" The man in the jacket steps in. He has a hesitant smile and the unmistakable gait of someone comfortable in unfamiliar places. On his jacket, a patch reads ISS Expedition. The children gasp. Leo, jumping up. "Dad!" He barrels from his desk. The man crouches, scoops Leo into an embrace. The room buzzes. Man in flight jacket, soft, proud. "Hey, buddy. Miss me?" Leo, "You said you'd probably be grounded today." Man in flight jacket, chuckling. "Grounded is a pilot speech for delayed. I made it. Had to swing by a briefing on the way. Got you the real jacket, too. Want to see?" He unzips the jacket and reveals a tiny, patched children's flight vest tucked inside. Leo's eyes light up like rockets. Mrs. Carter, awkward, contrite. I'm so sorry, Leo. I shouldn't have doubted you." The man straightens, offering a small, out-of-place salute. Man in flight jacket. "You were doing your job, ma'am. I appreciate that. But I promise he's not making stories. We've got a lot of disruptions at the Space Center this month. Launch prep, news crews. He's proud of it." Principal Hawkins, smiling. "Turns out our very own astronaut's son goes to 3rd grade. Whispers ripple. "Astronaut? No way!" Mrs. Carter, softening, to Leo. "I owed you an apology in front of everyone. I'm sorry I accused you of lying." Leo, beamingly. "It's okay. I'm glad you're here, Dad." Man in flight jacket, kneeling. "You ready to tell your class what Dad actually does? I promised I'd bring one of my mission patches today." The man takes a patch from his pocket and pins it on Leo's shirt. The children crowd around, fascinated. Sara, to Leo, impressed. "So you weren't lying. That's awesome." Mrs. Carter, turning to the class. "Class, sometimes we jump to conclusions. We saw that. Let's use this as a lesson. Ask, listen, and give people the benefit of the doubt before we judge." Leo, looking between his dad and Mrs. Carter. "And sometimes grown-ups need forgiveness too." The room exhales, a unified, forgiving breath. Principal Hawkins, winking. And sometimes the person who walks in next will surprise you. Today, he surprised us all. Man in flight jacket to the kids. If anyone has questions about rockets, I've got time for one quick story. Who wants to hear about a launch? Every hand shoots up. Montage. Quick cuts. Leo sitting on his dad's knee as he animatedly describes a blastoff. Mrs. Carter scribbling, "Ask, listen, forgive" on the whiteboard. A child touching the patch with wide eyes. The man showing a picture on his phone of Earth from space. The classroom awes. End montage. Int classroom, later. The room settles. The man zips up his jacket. He looks at Leo, kneels once more. Man in flight jacket, earnest. "You were brave today, kiddo. Thanks for sticking to the truth." Leo, grinning. "Thanks for coming. And for real, Dad, next time, bring a rocket." Man in flight jacket, pretending stern. "We'll see about that." Mrs. Carter looks on. Lesson learned, a softer expression on her face. Mrs. Carter, to the class. "Story time's over. Now, back to math. But remember what we learned." The class groans playfully. Leo returns to his seat, mission patch gleaming. Automated announcer, VO. Exact scene delivered. Integrity restored. Surprise achieved.